Hey, buddy.
Hey,
What's
hey,
going on, man?
nothing much. I was just talking to myself.
Oh, where are you?
Yeah, because I'm fucking weird, apparently.
Oh, yeah? Does that make you weird to talk to yourself? Because if
It
that
may,
makes you weird, then I'm
I
fucking
think,
space cadet.
the saying goes, you're not crazy if you talk to yourself. You're crazy if you answer back.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
He likes that.
I'm currently pouring a drink.
Nice, man.
Would you like to know what I'm pouring a drink of?
I will in a moment, but first, I'm going to introduce us. Hi, I'm Santino the Misfit, and this is Dane Alexander, but you can call him Dane the Great for short, though.
It's actually just the Great. Why did you ruin it?
Damn it.
Sir.
Damn it.
Rust bucket.
I'm a little rusty. It's all good.
So actually, you can call me the Great for short.
You can call him the Grape for short.
The
grape juice.
Great.
The grape
cheese.
Gambito.
Okay. All right.
Nothing?
Enough. No, sir.
No? We're not doing it? We're not running with it?
I'm not gonna entertain it. No. I'm gonna let it die. Fuck you.
All right. Well, before we get into it, I think it's time to cue the music.
Represent the lobby, not the people. For 4 years in a sequel. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the full, not the hungry. The NASDAQ, not the country. The bottom line is the bottom line. They represent the greedy, not the needy and seedy backroom dealings. The bottom line is the bottom line.
I've said that billions. I've said my name billions and billions and billions of times, and you fucked it up.
Billions of times. Shit, what's going on, everybody? I am Santino the Misfit. This is Dane the Great. This is Failure Made Monsters.
Twice. Just say Dane Alexander.
Man, it says Dane the Great right on the screen. I'm gonna fight you.
That's my screen name, though.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna be naked.
Whoa, oil better be.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
So anyway, any fucking way. We have a great guest tonight. Friend of the show, our homegirl Erin Warner will be joining us shortly. We're gonna talk about all the crazy shit going on with the Stonks. You know, with GameStop and Dogecoin and Robinhood not being very Robinhood. Robinhood. So yeah, it's interesting. But before we get into that and before we bring her in, Dan, I just wanted to know, man, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it's actually, it's raining and that's something. It's cold. But then again, you put it in perspective, it's like fucking snowing and negative 40 degrees everywhere else in the fucking country.
Yeah, I don't miss that shit. I do not miss living in a cold climate. But I will say it's been quite interesting to see the weird ass weather going on here in LA. Not that we're gonna sit here and spend the fucking episode talking about the weather and shit.
Did you see the rain?
But it is absolutely wild for it to be like raining multiple days in Los Angeles, and it's one of those things you don't realize how. Because like, I mean, it just straight up feels like back home, like living in New York, New York, Jersey. I'm obviously back in Chicago. Like this is normal.
This is warm, bro. This is warm. This is good weather in Chicago. But real quick, I did want to say I'm feeling good, and one of the reasons I'm feeling good, obviously, I'm alive. That's cool. I did want to say R.I.P. to Cicely Tyson. She passed away yesterday, and that's fucking crazy because she was 93.
Saw that on the old Twitters,
and she's legendary. So yeah,
there's been a few.
Man, feels like it does not stop because technically
it never does.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, say hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, we are now broadcasting live, but we have made a little switch, little change-roo. We're only broadcasting now on Twitch and YouTube. So head over to Santino the Misfit or Dane the Great on Twitch, or check out the mainstream Misfits YouTube. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified whenever we release new stuff or broadcast one of these bad boys right here. But what's up to Raina, Holly, Jen, Aria, and everyone else in the chat, or drop the comments. If you have anything you want to talk about or anything you want to contribute to the conversation, feel free to drop that in.
Yo, Aria's been snapping about the Stonks the last couple of days. I've seen that.
Is it me, or is like, it's like, so the news cycle's been crazy, right? And the news been obviously pretty heavy on both coronavirus and more than anything, surprisingly, has been the stock market situation and Reddit and everything. Isn't it fucking great to have everyone collective conversation being about something not Donald Trump related?
Bro, I was like looking at this shit like, so fucking 1 minute I see on the news, it's like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna have enough vaccines for blah blah, and then like the next day Biden's like, yeah, we're getting 200 million more, so chill the fuck out. Like, it was like, okay, you know what, like, look, backseat, you got this, bro, I'm good. Let's talk about how people are like getting their money back and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And I love that that's kind of the next thing that happens. It's like you put people like in this position where now they have to struggle a little bit. You know, they haven't been able to go to work for a long time. Unemployment's trash. Fucking stimulus is trash. It's not as much as it should be. And then people start going into their corners like they typically will do. And they're like, okay, fuck it. Let's figure out a way to get it back then. And then it's like, oh,
we were gonna talk about other things. I knew this was gonna happen right away. So let's just bring her in. Yeah. Let's just bring in the homegirl. This is our friend Erin Warner. She's awesome and she knows shit. And she's here to tell us and help us understand the shit, and for you guys to understand the shit. And it's gonna be great. Erin, hi, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Just hanging. We were going to talk about other stuff and then realized that this was going to be the main thing we all wanted to talk about anyway. So let's just bring you in early.
Well, but it ties into it, because you're right, though. All of these things, the news cycle goes so quickly. And then now we have this, GameStop stonk thing going on, but it's like the news cycle just goes, but it's all kind of intertwined, don't you think?
Yeah. So in some ways, I mean, if you're talking about the regulation and or lack of, and the rich.
So wait. Hold on. Well, so here's what I need to know, because I mean, both of you probably collectively have more of an understanding of it than I do, and more an understanding than a lot of people that are on right now. So when I woke up and I started seeing the memes and shit, I was like, okay, this is funny. But then I kind of like was trying to wrap my head around it. So what the fuck actually happened? Can we start there? Is it like?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I never saw a meme. So my whole interest in the entire thing wasn't because of a meme or anything like that. I think I was watching some people talk about cryptocurrency, and they brought up the whole thing that was going on with GameStop.
Right.
So I started researching it, and then kind of dug my own tunnel through to the Wall Street Bets Reddit thread.
Okay.
So basically, what happened was
they took that down, right? That's not.
No, it's back up. Yeah.
Right, you have to join it, and it was only down briefly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It was, and I remember I was on it when it went down, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was.
You broke it. It was actually because of you,
right?
You're full on blaming you.
It's always my fault.
Yeah.
So basically, this is how I understand the story. They knew that GameStop was being shorted. There was somebody out there that had a Reddit thread. They had mild investing research done on their own part, and they found out that they were going to short this company, that they had overvalued it. They were going to go in and just kind of demolish the company and make some money off of it. Right. Not demolish the company, but it's holding.
Kinda.
Right? Yeah, basically. So. Instead
they were counting on it collapsing to profit,
which is a short. We're trying to short the company, and when these Reddit people got a hold of it, they were like, "Well, no, we're going to bet that it succeeds." So it's actually pretty interesting, because no one ever saw that happening.
Well, they all wait. That succeeds in the market. That's not like all of a sudden now they're going to start opening up fucking new stores, right?
No. They just bought up a bunch of stocks, but it did.
But hang on, real quick, to not to cut you off, Erin, but to Dane's question / point, there was interest in the company prior to this. What was it, the CEO of Chewy, I think, bought 7 or 13% stake. He or she bought in early, got a small chunk under sub 10%, then went up.
He was one of the three, right? One of the three main
went in early. This is back in the summer, so this is quite a while before all this shit that happened just now. And they were doing so under the assumption that because the Xbox. So all right, real quick. So for people who don't know, GameStop is basically like a toy store for nerds, but they sell video games.
And isn't it toy store for nerds? I like GameStop. Yeah. I mean, until you could buy all that shit off the PlayStation store.
I've been going to GameStop since I was a kid. I was also a huge mall rat. So GameStop.
I used to hate that they were only giving me like $3 for my fucking game.
Their trade-in deals are
atrocious. That was trash.
But anyway. But it was either that or
do they stream games? They should get.
I think they were going to
streaming games at this point.
I think they were going to start.
They're getting into the digital. Yeah, they're getting into that was the pivot they were making with the new leadership and the new investors and stuff behind them, trying to basically compete with like Amazon in the digital sphere for games. But the other big thing is because of discs aren't dead yet. The new Xbox and the new PlayStation platform.
Both you mean discs like the actual game thing?
Like CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray.
I haven't bought one of those.
No, but I'm saying like they still sell them, and the platform, the two new consoles will still support them. So they were like, all right, there's still juice to be squeezed here, and enough time to switch to a digital, more digital centric platform. So what I'm saying is like it wasn't like, oh, this is dead. There were people who were still actually believed in it, and then even though it was being shorted, like what was it, 130 or 140% or something insane?
140%.
140%. So even though it was being shorted an obscene amount, there were still people who are, successful in their own right, who saw life and legs in the company still, and then
shorted.
Aaron, if you want to take.
I didn't hear the question.
What do you mean when you say shorted?
It was what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When you this is all new to me. Like I've been in crypto for like a couple months, but I think that's another thing that so many people are getting into it now. You can download the Robinhood app. All of these people.
By the way, we are not giving anyone. If you're coming here looking for stock trading fucking advice,
no,
best practices, nah. We're not that. Linda broke.
I research stock investing, and that's all I do. I just read tons and tons and tons of things.
Okay.
So,
same.
But I to my knowledge,
nerds.
When you short a stock, you deplete the shares of a company.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. And I just know you're shorting it.
So because you have all of those shares, you're making the shares worth less?
I would think that they make them worth less, buy them up.
So that's the hope. So when you buy when you short it, the way I'm understanding it is basically you're buying a share from somebody. So like say you have a $10 share and I buy it for $10 from you at that share. Then I hope that the price drops. So that because when you get it, when you buy the short, you have to return it back to the original owner. So if the price drops, you return it for whatever the current cost is. So say it's a $10 share when you get it, the share is worth $5. By the time you return it, you keep the difference. So you make $5 off of it. What happened was in this situation, they shorted it, assuming that they needed it to plummet. And having all of these big wigs and whatnot, and financial investors and hedge funds and stuff going and spelling doom, using the media, using their own cloud of sorts. It was like, all right, well, this is going to fucking tank because everyone's saying it's going to tank, right? So, which is exactly what happened on the populist side.
So potato in the butt came through on Reddit. Fucking shit up.
Potato in the asshole, whatever his name was. But yeah, so essentially, I mean, and anyone in the chat, correct me if I'm a little off on that, but that's my loose understanding of it. And there's a great explanation from Stephen Colbert using Beanie Babies, if anybody wants to watch
it. I saw that.
Great.
It basically says short selling is an investment or trading strategy that speculates on the decline in a stock or other securities price.
They're betting against it.
They're betting against the company, and all of the people on Reddit bet for the company. And no one saw that was going, they lost billions.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
It's a populist movement against Wall Street, similar to the way Occupy Wall Street was supposed to.
But then you think about how
it actually worked.
How these hedge funds came to be in the first place and how they've amassed this kind of wealth within the market.
Right. They just play with other people's money, though.
Right. But isn't that what they did in the first place to get to the point where they're at right now? Like, weren't they working the system the same way as everybody else? But now they're mad because they're getting work.
Absolutely. That's the argument. So
pot calling the kettle black.
That's the beauty of it all. That's the beauty of it all. So all of these people are saying, hold your stock. Right. I don't think, and then now
diamond hands, baby, diamond hands,
right? All of the rhetoric on their rocket ships, the whole thing. I'm just starting to understand all of this. But Yeah, I mean, like it was kind of crazy. So, I mean, should we go on to the fact that Robinhood shut trading down?
Oh wait, yeah.
So before we dip into that, I just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, because the chat's snapping. Sorry,
your friend Danny Fuller, is that for you, Erin?
Yeah, I
Danny,
can't see it. How do I see it?
I don't know that you can. I think it's only for admins, but unless you're logged into the YouTube channel,
I am. I just
you can watch the chat there. She's on there, and there's a few people here on the other platforms on Twitch and all.
What a Rolo
and all, but there was a Rolo's in there, but there was a good one in here from Aria. Basically, money is imaginary. Ain't that some
We made it up. We made it up.
The stock market is just a big fucking gambling. It's a big old casino, but they don't like it when the house starts to lose, so they change the rules.
Yes.
So speaking of changing the rules, let's talk about Citadel, Melvin, Robinhood, and I believe who was the other one? Was it Webull that pulled as well?
Webull,
and a few others, but
primarily TD Ameritrade. Yeah,
TD Ameritrade, because a few that like some of the older like Schwab and Fidelity, they let it go.
Wait,
you can still keep trading and everything.
I just saw you. I just saw Assad jump in with a question, and buddy, when you figure it out, you let us know, okay?
What is this stream about? Yeah, Assad, we can answer that. So we bring in different guests when we feel like it, and whatever that guest wants to talk about or whatever the topic of the week is, we're basically discuss current events, and then drinking a lot.
Yeah, sometimes we get drunk,
and sometimes there's a porn star. Sometimes we talk stock.
Every once in a while, there's butt stuff.
And then somewhere in between a few episodes, Dana and I release a song that is usually, I don't know, aggressive towards shitty politicians.
Yep. It's fucking amazing.
So
stick around, hang out a while, take your shoes off.
Current events. That's what it's about. Current events.
I just winked with both of my eyes. I don't know if anybody caught that, but it was like, yes, let's go.
That's called blinking, Dane.
Fuck, whatever.
Anywho, so Robinhood, steal from the rich and give back to the rich. That was what it was, right?
Basically, they even put out tweets that said, let the people trade. Basically,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And then like now everybody was like bringing that old, that was back in 2016 when they first like established themselves as an app, and like everybody's like been referencing that, like, oh really, is this you? Weren't you the one that said that like 4 years ago?
He got grilled. I guess the person that created Robinhood got grilled on Cuomo the other day.
I got you, Jazz.
Yeah.
CNN.
Well, I mean, leave it up to him. He was like, I was a financial guy, and then he went in and just like crushed him. But
that's right, because I forgot they had said that. He's like, yeah, he said not just I was a financial guy, like he worked in
the New York Stock Exchange or something. I don't know what his whole
something crazy like I know.
But it's like, but then you watch Cuomo, and then Don Lemon comes on afterwards, and now Don Lemon is so fed up with everything, he just stares into the camera. Have you noticed that? Not to get off topic.
Don Lemon has been like the most. I've seen like the most shift in a journalist from like anyone else.
Better than he did when Trump was in office, though. Have you not noticed that? Like
I haven't seen him like a week or so, but I remember Don Lemon just being so, even kill. And then at some point, every time I knew that a Don Lemon like clip was circulating, I already knew what I was getting, and it was, I fucking hate everything.
Who's the guy that made the medication go up, like skyrocket in price?
Martin Shkreli.
Shkreli. He looks like the guy from
Arya. His face is way more punchable.
That's fair.
That guy's
and it was insulin, I believe.
Yeah, you go.
See how much has gone on that we've already forgotten about?
Dude, and that wasn't even that long ago.
All the oxygen out of the fucking room, and like short of the nuclear holocaust, there was nothing else worth talking about in the daily news cycle, because you had the most powerful man on earth acting like a fucking crazy narcissistic egomaniac psychopath child with the IQ of that child.
Have you seen the pictures of his new office setup?
No, I heard about it. There was office of the president.
Wait.
We said we weren't talking about Kentucky Fried Voldemort.
All right.
Let's try our damnedest.
But the pictures are so good.
Fuck, man.
Here's what anyway.
So all right. So Robinhood. Is in this situation now because of, for those of you who don't know, because their backer, right? Is it Citadel Holdings or Citadel Mutual?
Yes, I think Citadel is the hedge fund that is the financiers, I would think,
one of the main funders
of Robinhood and TD Ameritrade too.
Yeah,
and they were shorting GameStop as well.
And there's a connection between Yellen, our new finance secretary, one of the people that was in Biden's, and she's kind of chums with Citadel too. So
that's not surprising.
Did you see that? Like right after the whole thing happened too, that like I guess they got something like 240 1-star reviews in the
and they removed
App Store.
They removed them. Google Play.
They removed a whole chunk of them. So like,
what?
I was reading on Reddit, they were like, we gave all these 1-star reviews, and then they just erased them.
That's fucked up.
Right?
That's fucked up. See, it just goes to show you that shit is so easily manipulated.
Well, they were about to go. Their IPO is trash now. They're done. Like, I think that Robinhood is going to be they're dead on arrival. I mean, they're never going to be able to have, after this whole thing blows over with the GME stock, with the GameStop. It's GME on the stock exchange.
And it wasn't. Just to clarify too, this wasn't the only stock that they were trying to do this with. There was also, what was it, Nokia, BlackBerry,
even Express.
Is it
like a clothing company?
So, really?
Yes.
They were saying it was looking like they were actually going to bring AMC back from the brink.
Yeah. So I actually, this is actually in my notes because, and for those of you who don't know, while Dana and I make music, I'm also a filmmaker. I'm absolutely going to plug my movie right now. Go on Amazon right now. Bully with Danny Trejo, Ron Canada, and Tucker Albrisi. Go check that shit out. It's a little bit of a dark comedy. You'll enjoy the shit out of it. Have fun. Anyway, so I'm a movie guy. And I read this article earlier today that this whole meme stock thing caused AMC theaters to basically lose. They were relieved of $600 million in debt.
What?
$600 million of debt because, and so I don't fuck this up, private equity firm named Silver Lake, of all things, elected to convert the corporate bonds that it held into AMC Entertainment Holdings stock. So even though the theater chain's stock price was like up and down and going or whatever, the debt relief that the $600 million is permanent.
Wow.
So they're out of the hole. They could because, and this is the craziest shit, because of Reddit and all this crazy shit going on with Wall Street bets and whatnot, you might still have the AMC movie theater chain for decades.
Yeah.
Forward. Yeah. Because they might have, very realistically, due to coronavirus, gone fucking under. They were literally talking about how bad it was on Monday. They were
renting out movie theaters, remember, for $90.
So then now that they've done all this, right? Like what's the exit strategy? Like what's the point? Like what are they gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like because I'm seeing that they're like it's still going. Like it wasn't just that one.
I just see that there's a press release now. AMC theaters aim for digital sales with Fandango partnership. So maybe there was something on the table. Yeah. So maybe there was something on the table that's actually, well, I mean, I don't even know.
It puts some substance behind the investment.
Aria said Blockbuster went up 181 in stock. If Blockbuster comes back and they have VHS tapes, I will buy a VCR again.
I think BlackBerry and Nokia being the stocks that they were pumping too.
That's so dope.
Nokia is still big though.
It's such a go fuck yourself.
Nokia actually it's a good stock. I mean, it's not a bad company. They're doing.
No, Nokia is still big.
But BlackBerry though, that's obsolete technology.
Was an odd one. I mean,
what was the phone that you used to do like this?
Nextel. The chirp.
Nextel.
I really hope they don't bring that.
And everybody would yell in them like it was an actual walkie-talkie in public.
Money on the cell dollars or whatever, like on their phone plan, so they would just go. Boop, boop.
Yeah, because it was free. Sure. No, wait a minute. Do you remember when they used to fucking charge you for the phone call? Like that wasn't that long ago, but remember it feels like it was a long time ago.
Messages?
They used to charge you for text messages.
They used to charge you for text messages. We are super dating ourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not that old. That was like 5 years ago, bro. That was like iPhone.
I've had unlimited texting for like 15 years or something. So
I have not had unlimited.
Remember MapQuest? MapQuest.
Yes.
No. Fuck that. Do you remember Maps? Because I do.
Generally speaking,
I remember needing a fucking atlas to take a fucking road trip.
I actually had a map in my glove box at one point in time because I used to do a lot of road trips, but still. That's wow.
I always expected companies like BlackBerry and stuff, because there's a few so there are companies you don't know ended up being responsible for like massive technology changes and whatnot. I always thought there was something BlackBerry was working on. I can't remember what it was, but they were working on something.
The research arm of this part.
No, yeah, I want to know. I'm curious.
Let me look that up.
I was like, oh, this is going to be that thing. Like the way, like most people don't know Xerox, the print company. Yeah. They're the ones who invented the graphic user interface that Windows and Mac adopted.
And didn't
Kodak is apparently making vaccines and shit. Like there's just like crazy companies that end up doing like they pivot so much. You're like, what the fuck just happened? BlackBerry was doing something, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. But it would be awesome to find out that partially had something to do with this resurgence.
This is really strange. On Twitter, on BlackBerry, it's not like BlackBerry's whatever. It seems like they're like promoting a bunch of like ads about how great they are. They're not really talking about the Reddit thing.
Yeah, they're just marketing. Yep, they're just marketing.
Scored highest on a blah blah blah. I'm like, what the? They're not
so many brands are like tone deaf as fuck to the zeitgeist.
No, well, hold on. Because here's the thing. So here's what you can do. Like, it's the same way now. What's gonna happen with fucking Reddit is now everybody's gonna flock back to. So here's the thing. You do realize Reddit, their popularity over the past, let's call it 8 years, has somewhat dwindled. Their usership with the advent of like IG and fucking Facebook and all this shit. Like Reddit's been around for a while, but now watch a whole bunch of fucking people jump back on fucking Reddit like it's a brand new.
They also revamped Reddit.
Mine looks the same. Mine looks the same.
Go look on the top left. It might say check out new Reddit.
Still looks like a MySpace page.
Because Reddit has looked the same for like the last like.
It's like looks like a fucking.
It's an old.
It's like Craigslist.
Yeah.
I didn't see none of that.
Okay, Reddit is it's funny. Reddit's one of those places like unfortunately 4chan, but Reddit's one of those places where it's actually people don't realize how influential Reddit has been in shit that you didn't know about. Like so much stuff starts on these forums first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like good and bad. It's fucking
true.
It's absolutely wild, and it's just it's one of those things where it's like the thing then supersedes or not supersedes. It ends up like taking over. I can't think of the word, but it ends up becoming so important beyond Reddit that Reddit gets no credit for it. No, Reddit gets no credit. But now that hasn't been the case in this instance, and I'm not really sure why.
That's the thing. So you have a lot of these companies like BlackBerry has not been in the fucking news in forever. What would you expect them to do other than try to use this as a marketing like?
Right, but they didn't. They're just talking. Well, but they're not even talking about the Reddit thread.
What actually happened?
They're just like,
no.
It sounds like it's under like old management or something.
Yeah, no, but they don't want to. They don't want to. Here's what
really old.
You don't want to say that the reason you're relevant again is because of a bunch of fucking kids on a fucking website. You want to say, oh shit, they're talking about us again. Yo, sell some product. That's
serious.
Well, I know.
You know what I mean? We're in the news. We're in the news. Talk about the fucking notebook. Like what? We don't need those anymore, man.
We have Pearl. It's a Pearl, man. A little Pearl.
I don't believe getting back like the Express and like Nokia I understand, but BlackBerry and Express, like I don't really necessarily think. I think that it's going to be the people that lift that boat up out of the water. Like it's not going to be because this stock was worth.
And the product needs to be good. Although there is precedent already with AMC showing that this crazy stock manipulation, which not really, but the populist movement in stocks and trading can have a real world effect beyond just making a bunch of investors rich by clearing the debt of a company that was in trouble. So, funding these companies these ways could make a difference in a way that you'd think they would try to capitalize on it more when it's
when you're clearing out their debt. I think that they're stoked about that. If it's
but you'd think that again capitalize on it. Like it's crazy to me that they're not even trying to. Real quick, Nathan in the comments here says BlackBerries are pretty slow. They may not know what.
Okay, but do you see what the fuck Danny just said? Look, here's the thing. Look, I've been while you were talking because I don't pay attention well. Danny's like, why are you trying to make it dark, Danny? What the fuck?
What you say? Human trafficking?
Yeah, I was like, is that a topic suggestion? Because no, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I really don't. I feel like we're in a good place right now.
Aria says he's gonna hide a child in a Wayfair chair slope.
Oh my gosh!
Bruh, hold on a minute. Okay, look.
Now
Okay,
we're gonna
look.
have to jump
I'm
back
not gonna. No, I'm not. I refuse. Look, this is what we're the engineers of this, and we're not gonna discuss.
We are here for this conversation when we feel like being
exactly. What I will acknowledge is, yo, have you ever like been on Twitter and just seen how fucking pornographic Twitter can get, like in a hurry? Yeah. Like I'm kind of new to that. Like I don't really fuck with it like that because I was like, you know,
I'm not on Twitter.
You mean pornographic?
I mean, like you can see a butthole.
I'm a writer. I can't.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sex
Twitter.
workers on Twitter that just post
whatever. I can't condense.
How did you not know that?
On Twitter, I mean, I knew it, but I just didn't know how abundant. I was like,
Jack lets the freak flag fly.
I mean, what?
Jack.
Oh,
dude on Twitter. He don't give a fuck. That's why you have people going on there saying whatever the fuck they want for so long.
True. Yeah, true.
He who shall not be named.
And I guess you forget. Maybe I lost. And also, you have everybody like with a fucking pulse and a vagina. Not only vaginas. I don't want to say it that, but also a lot of vaginas. With an OnlyFans, and it's like, yeah, it makes most sense to market it on Twitter because they let you run that shit. You could just be like, yo, click on this and see my. Because like it's hard when you're like, let's say I'm at the store. Right?
Breaking news: Dave lives under a rock.
No, but let's say
I'm just discovers Twitter.
Let's say I'm waiting in line at the store to go to whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm
breaking news: Dave goes to the store.
I mean, who doesn't go to the store? Fuck, I gotta get food anyway. Whatever. So then I'm like on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, this is funny, this news, and da 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 da. Oh, titty shit. And then there's like this old lady. Like literally she don't got no business being in my fucking phone, no way. But still, it's still like, damn. I mean, there's no but. There's no but.
That's what I feel about Instagram. Everything is a freaking fans only page. Like they're trying to
like it's all censored and shit.
It's all censored. Well, not at least the link.
At least I didn't say fans only page. At least
only fans.
I know that it's only fans.
Oh, only fans. Sorry.
Fans only.
But yeah, it is. I mean,
if somebody doesn't own fans only right now, they need to go buy it.
Just for the people that are going to put it in by mistake.
Fansonly.com. It's obviously the joke has been used a bunch of times, but it's just people selling actual fans, like ceiling fans and shit. That's it. Fansonly.com.
Talk about that.
Yo, that could be a corner of the market.
It's a meme. I did not. Yeah.
Well, look, and then it's like, then,
I gotta look it up to see if we can buy it.
Then you're like, you go through it enough, and you're like, wait a minute, I know that girl. Wait a minute, I know these people, and I'm like, damn. Now, the next time I see this person, when the world opens back up again, when LA's back, and I'm just like, out whatever, and somebody comes up and like, oh, what's up? Let's do Jennifer. That's not a real person, but it probably is.
Jennifer.
I don't know. But like, what's up, Jennifer?
We'll go with Jasmine, who's starting shit in the chat.
Okay, what's up, Jasmine? How you doing? In the back of my mind, I'm going to know I've seen Jasmine's pussy like 16 times.
Whoa. Pull it back. Undo. Control Z.
Not
that.
Well, that's what it's going to.
Off limits.
That's what it's going to feel like to me. Is that?
I didn't know where you were going.
No,
how do I go back in time?
Only pans. Only pants.
Only pants.
Took a turn.
Only pants.
Only pants.
What's next to the F? Only Dan's. You do it only Dan's.
Only Dan.
And then anybody that fucks up and puts that in.
It's Cameo. It's Cameo, but just for famous Dan's. Dan Bilzerian, Dan Zig. Does that count?
Yo, Aria, don't you dare, Aria, don't you fucking.
You're gonna have me drive.
Aria, actually, fuck that. You know what? Fuck that. Everybody in the comments right now, if you got an OnlyFans, drop the link. I mean, if I ain't seen it yet, I'm gonna see it eventually. Like Twitter is easy to access. All you gotta do is like follow somebody and boom, butthole.
Nathan in the chat goes, this shit is what delayed broadcast censors are for. Nathan, I'm assuming you haven't watched this show many times.
Welcome.
I can assure you, if
it gets worse,
need for a censor button, we would have broke that shit a long time ago.
I promise you, it gets no better from here.
No, it absolutely does not. I think I've told this story once before, but I have been the beneficiary one of those little delay sensor buttons on a radio broadcast, because they make you sign your soul away and basically say, hey, if you say fuck or shit or ass or whatever the hell, you're gonna get fined like $1 gazillion.
Really?
Oh yeah. So we had to sign this waiver before we'd go on air when I was doing interviews. I think this was with Scarlett Carson, my band back in the day. And I remember, dude, I said I cursed like a trucker.
No.
Yeah, bitch, you know it. Sorry. No, I said so, and I'm just, casual conversation. We're talking about some show we got or whatever, and I think I dropped an F-bomb casually on live radio.
And they hit you for it?
No, fortunately, there's a dump button, so you can but you can only use it once.
Okay.
So they push it, and then it brings you up to speed. So essentially, you're on a delay the entire time, and then if you fuck up, as I did, they crack that bad boy, and it erases that one singular mistake. But the rest of the conversation, I was like, don't talk, dude. Just stay. I'm not going to be quiet. I was like, don't curse.
I cannot curse. I'm just not good at it. Because I fucking like it's for me. It's become a filler word. Like the only way that I can do it consistently and not slip up is if I'm talking to my mom, or like fucking my my family.
My folks curse too. Like we don't.
Yeah, see, my mom. So my mom's one of those frick.
Oh,
type of people.
Just as bad. It's literally.
Is it though? But is it though? It's not just when you're 6. It's not just as bad to say frick instead of fuck.
It's not just as bad only because we have been told it's not just as bad.
Yeah.
It's literally a placeholder for it.
Yeah. All words are made up. I get it.
When you first said a curse word or something like that.
I think the first time I cussed in front of my mom, I said damn.
And you were,
I was fuck. I think I might have been like 14.
Because now 11 and 12-year-olds are on OnlyFans. I mean, fans only.
No, that can't be true.
Yeah,
that can't be true.
Not 11 and 12-year-olds, but I'm just saying.
You don't know that. That's not. We need
hang on. Jasmine's coming with the real truth in the comments real quick. We from Jersey. She's from Jersey. Fuck is our first word.
Look. If you ain't got no home,
it don't work.
If you ain't got no home training, just say that. That's not okay. Cool.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Look, round where I come from, look, you'll get the shit slapped out of you for cussing to your mom. I'll get the taste knocked out of my mouth. I'll have to pick it up from across the room. We don't fuck.
I know, to be fair, and to my mother's credit, my mother's Italian Puerto Rican, which means she used every utensil and type of footwear available to strike me if I did anything out of sorts. The thing is that at some point, I'm assuming as a parent, you just get exhausted with a kid like me because there's just no beating it into me that I can't. Talking, saying what I feel like saying that's what I do.
All right. Well, yeah.
I will give my mom credit for trying.
Okay, real quick, because it's on my brain right now, and it actually goes in with what we were talking about earlier. So I know I posted about it, and you liked it on my Facebook. Thanks, by the way, I appreciate you. It was that show that I watched on Netflix about the spy shit. Did you watch it by chance?
I haven't yet. I've been wanting to, but I've been finishing the history of swear words with Nicolas Cage.
You saw? You didn't finish it, or you did?
Well, no, we have like.
Is that why you just said that? Okay, see, I watched that, and I was thinking the same thing.
All that. I always thought that.
Yeah.
And then when you said it, I was like, Nick Cage validated my previous existing thought. It's now gospel.
When I finished it, it was the same. I had the same thinking. I was like, yeah, it's just fucking words, and we decided they're fucking bad or whatever. Blah blah. I get and it was good. I actually really liked.
Oh, it's so good.
Right after that, you need to watch this spy thing.
I want to. It's on my list.
And here's why. One, it's super fucking terrifying.
Like,
what'd you say?
No.
Oh. So one, because it's super fucking terrifying to know what they can do and what they've been doing for as long as they have. That's one. Two, man,
Prism.
Yeah. Okay. The two is watch the Sexpionage episode. Anybody that's in this fucking chat, watch the Sexpionage episode. What's it called? Spycraft,
I think.
Spycraft. And look up, what was her name? I can't. Oh, it escapes me. The not Maharaja. What was her fucking name? Anyway, look, just watch that episode, and I promise you it'll make you never want to trust a female or a male in your fucking life ever again.
Oh, totally fair. Well, to be fair, also to be fair, I dated for a long time around most of the United States, so
yeah,
and internationally. So I was already on that tip, man. I'm just saying.
The band
on that tip, or were they on that tip? Hey.
A little bit of both. Little column A, little column D.
Hey, real quick.
Can't
we just take a quick break and pay some sponsors real quick?
We can do that. We can do that. But first, Aria said the idea of raising a Santino is kind of terrifying.
That's fair. try being his friend.
Fair. That's fair. I was a good young lad until you talked to me like I wasn't.
I was not.
I talked back. But I think I was fucking fantastic as a child.
Segue. Feels like a segue.
This is Davey Bales of LA-based punk band The Wraith. Davey Bales rocks the shit out of a big smoky eye because Davey Bales is a man of culture, elegance, and style. But even Davey Bales of LA-based punk band The Wraith makes mistakes. That's when his fucking fantastic makeup remover towel saves the day. Good job, Davey Bales of LA-based punk band The Wraith. You look fucking fantastic.
Hey, big shout to my own brand, Fucking Fantastic. If you're looking for a washable, reusable makeup remover towel kit, youlookff.com or fuckingfantastic.com.
It's the wink that sells it, bro. That shit was great.
Yo, shout out to Davey Bales of LA-based punk band The Wraith.
And also whoever that guy's voice is, I need him to do something.
Francis Osley. Bro. I was looking. So
should he do something for us?
Yo, I would love. Francis is the man, dude. He's fucking awesome, and he posts some of the funniest shit on Facebook too.
Yeah.
We should get him on the show. He's actually in LA. So again, like I mentioned earlier, I do film and stuff. So I shot and wrote that spot. And the whole time I wanted fucking shameless self plug. I wanted like The Stranger, like Sam Elliott from The Big Lebowski. That was the voice in my head. But I ended up like, all right, I don't know if I can. I listened to like a billion fucking demo reels, and like I went on all these different websites. I looked through agencies, and I just couldn't find anyone who just had that thing. And then one or two kind of had like a similar vibe, but they all sounded like they belonged like selling cars or in a movie trailer. Like there was no one who was in that little world. Yeah. You know, or they felt like they were putting it on. And then a friend, and I apologize, I don't remember who posted, but I asked like just on Facebook, like, yo, does anybody know anyone, just on a whim? And they shared fucking Francis's page. I listened to his shit. I had been going back and forth with people. Not only was he affordable, but he got that shit done in like hours.
Yeah.
Like from when I hired him, like I had all of my spots done within like the day I hired him, and they were fucking spot on. So if anyone needs a badass dude like that, that's the guy.
You remember when Eminem used to do those little cut skits with that guy's voice?
Ken Kniff from Connecticut.
Yeah. Something like that. We're gonna talk later.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, guess who's back?
Back again. Ken is back. Tell some man. All right, stop it. Stop. All right,
Lick my stack, suck my crack.
Hey, Erin. So this is what you signed up for.
Robin Hood. Hey, while we're talking about dirty stuff, I think it's a good time for the question.
Yeah.
Do we pop the question, Dane?
Can we pop the question?
We pop the question.
You want to do it or should I?
I'll let you do it, but I'm going to build it up. Does that work?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it nice and firm.
You spit on it. You spit on it.
I'm gonna spit on it, lube it up a little bit, and then we'll get it in there. So this just started because we had a few guests who it made sense to ask, right? It made sense to ask them this question, and so we asked it, and then I don't know why, but the next episode with a guest completely unrelated to the field of those first people, and I'm keeping it vague on purpose. We asked them too, and then it just kind of became a thing. And now for some reason, every time we have a guest on this show for the first time, we feel the need to ask them this question. So Dane, please pop the question.
So here's the thing, Aaron. Whenever anybody's being intimate with their significant other, there's a go-to move that they like to implement. Something that's like, hey, I know they're almost there. I'm gonna push them over the cliff. Or maybe it's, hey, we need to wrap this up. The kids are gonna be up soon. Or maybe it's, hey, you know what? I'm drunk. I'm about to pass out. I need to get this off and go by my day.
Or to top it off. Or maybe it's, hey, they've never experienced this before.
You've been with a lot of motherfuckers, but you ain't never been with me. So here's the thing. Signature move. Sexually.
Erin Warner, what is your signature sex move?
Wow. Okay, so my mother-in-law is watching, so hi, Mom. But I was
even better.
Erin's mother-in-law.
She's got one too.
What is your signature
I
sex
know,
move?
everybody does, or something that I'm good at. I've been told that I give great.
There we go.
There you go. And that's my go-to. That's always my go-to.
Do we have a super head?
It squashes every argument, makes everything great, makes every day better. He's happy, I'm happy.
Is that your finisher though? Because good for you.
Good for you.
Really? Because you know what that means. You know what you're saying without saying it, right? Does everybody know what she's saying without saying it? Like,
no, but Dan, you're the only one.
Because like if that's your finisher, then that means, yo, where else you gonna put it? Where else are you gonna put it? You see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You see what I mean? Like, what else are you gonna do with it except you know what I mean?
I get it.
But so you're a trooper.
It's so funny because before, when you guys took a break, my girlfriend texted me, my girlfriend Danny. Is he obsessed with sex?
Who? Wait. Who?
Dane?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it an obsession. I mean, a healthy interest.
I mean, like, it's always a good thing to talk about.
A healthy interest.
Like a piqued curiosity. I don't fucking know. I'm good. I'm not walking around 24-hour erection or anything, but I like to. There's nothing wrong with it.
Is that what your painting's gonna be about?
What?
Is that what your painting's gonna be about?
I know, right?
Absolutely.
It's just me getting brain.
Just. But from the other side of the room.
Because you might as well make a musical,
That could be. Wait a minute, though.
Two paintings.
Dope.
Two paintings.
It'd be funny, but it'd also be really dope. And it's a huge, just a big beacon of as soon as you come in the crib.
Big beacon?
Yeah.
You're calling it that?
Aaron with the pickup.
I appreciate
you.
Big beacon?
Actually, I do have a nickname. Would you like to hear? I should have said that.
No, that's
I instantly regret that.
No, hang on. Because I just watched the episode on Dick of the history of curse words or swearing or profanity, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of people when they were talking about how like dudes either do or don't obviously nickname their junk, and I just never thought about it. I don't. I never have.
You never have? No one's ever done it for you?
I've never done that for anybody.
No, I don't. I mean, and I've dated a wide swath of personalities, and it's never.
Here it goes. Dane is an enthusiast of the intercourse-related arts. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. All right.
Well done.
So are you telling me that you don't have any kind of a name for your penis? Do you have a name for if you were ever gonna if you were gonna in an alternate universe be a porn star? Do you have a porn star name or a porn guy name?
No,
I do.
No, I mean, Aaron. Sonny Black was like I almost used for
Sonny Black. Okay,
my nickname Sonny already, and Santino Noir. It was Sonny Black.
I didn't know you nicknamed
a fat girl name.
I didn't use it, but what's that?
Brandon has a fat girl name for me.
If you were gonna be a fat girl,
like my fat girl personality, he has a name for that, but not.
Wait, hold on.
What? Yeah, elaborate. So if you have an alter ego that's overweight, let's be nice.
What? It's fine. I mean, like, whatever. Like, yeah, I snack a lot, I guess. Like, I'm a snacker.
Okay.
So he calls me Claire.
Like Eclair?
No, just not. Oh, well, that would be no. Just Claire.
That'd be better. Eclair would be better, but Claire, I get Claire. It sounds like what movie was that? Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
Claire.
Probably where it came from. But
Did your ears pierced by Claire?
Claire.
Okay, Claire. All your snacks on your desk. Yeah.
Nathan in the chat. I think we're still on the short selling topic, right?
Told you, Nathan. I told you. If you can figure it out, good on you.
There are no rules here.
But I would like to divulge this because I think it's just the most
clever.
Divulge
the bulge? Let's go.
It's the most cleverest, wittiest name ever. And I didn't use a fucking website or anything like that. My porn name, wherever to do porn. And P.S. Don't look. You're not going to see my dick on any kind of the internet. It's never going to happen.
Any kind of the internet.
Social media, etc. Whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Whiskey. Thick Dick Malone.
I think you've said that before on this.
I might have.
Dick Malone.
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
That's my porn alter ego.
I like that. I'm a fan of that. Thick Dick Malone.
Thick Dick. It rhymes. It has.
Aaron, what's your porn star name?
What's your porn star name?
I mean, I don't have one.
All right. Well, two things. We got to name our move. We got to name a movie.
Wait. Hang on. I got it. Better warn her.
Better Warner.
Warn her.
Better.
I mean,
wait. Explain it.
Warn her.
Werner. Oh, because your last name is Warner. Warner.
Is this a strategy?
Warned when like I come around.
Don't love. It's okay. I don't love it. Because we have to also. Is there a way for us to incorporate porn name and sex move into the same moniker?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't. Oh God,
Man.
we forgot.
Man. That's why you keep me around, son.
Yeah, that's why.
Thick Dick Malone in the building.
Thick Dick Malone.
I need to do a song. We need to do a song where that's part of it.
Thick Dick Malone, or just me yelling at like Michael Buffer in the background.
It's just our alter egos just fucking around, like just
Sonny
everything.
Black and Thick Dick Malone. It's our Slim Shady.
The name of the song is The Tripod.
The Tripod.
Either the tripod or the Eiffel Tower. One of the two.
Ooh,
but
the Eiffel Tower is it.
Yep. Love
Come on,
it.
Dame. Reach out, baby. Reach out. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. No, up top. Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
That's it. There you go.
Here it is. I'm even gyrating to make it see more. This devolved quickly, didn't it, guys?
Do you like how we can flex from an intelligent, in-depth conversation about shorts and loans and stocks and buttholes?
Don't bring up shorts. You know where that's going to go.
Shorts, they come right off.
You know what shorts go over? Vaginas and dicks. Let's talk about those for a second.
You know why they say to hold on to your shorts?
You know
because otherwise your thick Dick Malone popped out.
So at one point, everybody was walking around butt-ass naked. And what had happened was somebody was like, yo, I want to put pants on, but it's hot. And they're like, yeah, but I just can't have my dick and or vagina all out in the wind. You know what? You're right. I'm going to make a pant, but it's going to be a short pant. Enter shorts. You're welcome. Backstory by Thick Dick Malone. You're welcome.
Like a really bad parody of a kung fu movie, but everyone just slaps each other with shorts. That's where it's at. That's where I think we're losing viewers rapidly.
We need the name for Erin.
Well, Erin's move isn't signature. It's not.
It's Ed. Do you have a particular like stratagem? Like is there a hand-mouth combination? Something involving spit? I don't know.
Second time I come to visit you guys?
No, first time. Out of the gate. You got to know what it is when you get here. We can't do it later and then you're like, "Oh, I didn't know it was." No, you know exactly what it is.
This is why we don't there's no foreplay. You don't know what's happening before it happens. It happens.
I only speak to seeing horrible VJs that other girls have done before that are just terrible. And I'm just like, that's how you're gonna do it?
Fucking teeth, quick.
Well,
weird faces.
Ponytails like rolling. Like, what is that?
No. Jasmine goes, she's got to be used to it.
That a girl.
Okay, come on.
You're right. You do. No, she's right. You have to. I mean, if you're gonna be look, there's okay. Look, and while we're on the topic, I'm gonna give a blanketed help advice for anyone that's ever like, you know, you're getting to that point where you're good at sucking dick, or you're just getting started sucking dick. Whether you're a dick sucking novice, this is what you need to know. One and only thing you need to know: spit. Spit, or get the fuck out, or put your shit on and go and take your shit with you. All you need to know.
You're not here for the sandpaper rub down.
I promise you.
Sandpaper rub down?
The big.
I've never heard that before.
I just made it up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
If you get that on deck, though, I promise it will be so much easier.
My mother-in-law to stop watching this.
You now?
Is your mother-in-law in the chat?
Just now, you got to tell her. Hopefully, she's
Erin's been blindsided by this topic, according to Nathan.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, you guys.
And Janny Fuller is definitely counting how many times I've heard the word vagina. You gotta get out one of those little clickers.
If you were really a professional, you'd be taking a drink every time you heard the word vagina.
My mother doesn't care. My mother would totally be.
But your stepmother not so much.
Well, no, she's fine. It's just my mom has like actually carved penises that she collects. Like,
nice
sculptures. She's like the lady in her 55 community. She's the lady with the basket of dicks.
It is a work of art.
Hang on, can we get a thick Dick Malone statue for the show to put in?
I will pay for it.
That has to go on Dane's last
She doesn't make them. She got them in New Mexico.
Can she send me? Can she send me one that she feels is most representative of this?
Dick Malone.
And I will pay for it.
You can figure it out.
Can be. You can make it to scale.
You that is that the thickness? Was that the thickness?
Yeah, sure. That works.
This thick. It's that thick.
It's this thick just on the top. It's right around. Hang on, let me comparison here.
Look,
microphone. It's about an SM7B.
It'll fit, and if it doesn't, we can make it. Don't trip. That's all I gotta say about that.
Spit.
Am I wrong? You're gonna look at me. You're gonna tell me that I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're not.
Okay,
wrong.
thank you.
So, Erin.
Hey, Erin.
Stonks.
Are we really gonna go back to Stonks? I would love it if we could get back. What's the segue back to Stonks?
I got it.
I got a bunch of information about like since.
Hang on, I've got it. Let's just assume there's more to it, right? But because Erin came on here to talk about Stonks and Bitcoin and everything, I have the name for her move.
I like it. Okay.
The pump and dump.
Nice.
That's
why you're you.
This is why I get paid nothing.
Pump and dump. Nice. That's sir, you have outdone yourself. Write it down.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So to like, but to list.
Hang on. My wife is chiming in.
Oh, I want to say hi.
What?
Is she gonna say hi?
Hang on. What? She's speaking. Sorry, guys. She's speaking in British, and I can't understand.
It's all fucking teacups and cozies.
Hopefully, she's shooting you a shot.
I really can't understand you.
Have you talked about the weird sex move names?
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's exactly where we are.
That's exactly. I just named it the pump and dump.
The pump and dump.
Because that's also a stock terminology.
Oh,
there she is.
Yeah.
That's it. The pump and dump. Do you approve of the pump and dump? Right. She goes, gross.
Gross.
Good point.
Love you.
And yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Now,
for those of you who don't know, the pump and dump is actually, well, it's Erin's signature move now, but it's also, more importantly, a terminology for when a shit ton of people buy into a stock all at the same time to jack up the price of it and then sell off all those stocks at a profit.
Right.
Which is what they did with Dogecoin. A coordinated strike.
But the way that I was looking at it, I don't think that this is the way that they.
That was so well done.
I don't think that anybody on Reddit thought of it as something like that. I think they thought of it as an actual investment, that they were part of a movement. Yeah. And even if it,
and then it got out of hand.
It became
they'd make money.
Now there's all these people, and I do feel like this. If the billionaires if the hedge funds are bleeding billions, right? You know, and they already had to go through kind of a shaming yesterday when they closed down Robinhood and Ameritrade and all of that stuff, and they had to go, and everyone's outing them, from Donald Trump Jr. to AOC to all of these people.
Which, by the fucking
did you see that?
Well, hang on.
What I'm going to say? What I think you're going to say?
Well, you saw them both being on the same side.
Yeah. And her saying, yeah, that's great and all, but you tried to have me killed.
You tried to have me killed.
No, that was the Ted Cruz. That was the Ted Cruz.
Well, no, I think all of the Republicans.
Yes, but hold it. But let's real quick, because for some reason this comparison has been quantified by or qualified by even the what's his face from Barstool and a few other places, and they're like people sharing it like, it's crazy when they're on the same page, and I'm like, well, hang on, hang the fuck on.
Are they?
What was that guy's name?
Two of them.
Poitner? How do you say his name? Sorry,
Portnoy.
Massachusetts.
Dave Portnoy. Yeah.
Right.
So, and look, and I don't know enough about him to have an opinion on it, but what I'm saying, it's just real quick to that point, people comparing them being on the same page. The fuck they are. One of them actually has all of those hedge fund manager friends and a bunch of rich friends, and was part of the problem, part of the system, and the party that specifically is against regulating Wall Street and this exact scenario from taking place.
Right, but I mean, the whole thing about the Trumps is that their tweets are just completely
so people comparing AOC, who has been very vocal about her stance in this situation, against Donald Trump Jr. saying what he said randomly, because maybe they kind of agree because they're all about fucking everyone being able to do whatever the fuck they want. Yes and no. You still need to fucking regulate this shit. That's why we had 2008. That's why we have shit like right now happening. There's no rules unless the rich are still making money and the poors get to stay poor.
Poors.
The guy that was on the Poitner guy that was on Tucker Carlson.
Portnoy. Like the drummer.
What?
Portnoy, like the drummer.
Portnoy?
Dave Portnoy.
Okay.
Portnoy.
He was on Tucker Carlson. I would never watch Tucker Carlson. He brought up a good point, though.
Tucker Carlson.
Robinhood, they basically made a decision when they stopped trading because they cut down. You could not get AMC. You could not get BlackBerry. You could not get. You definitely could not get GameStop.
You can read it. It's okay.
And I
thought you couldn't get GameStop. You couldn't get.
I was looking at
AMC,
all the because I have a ton.
You could research. Let her research.
No. I have all these different stocks that are open. I'm watching them rise and fall, whatever. But he did bring up a good point that they basically destroyed their company for the hedge fund, because when they did that, Robinhood's kind of like Robinhood. It's an app. They got
their entire marketing plan was based upon the concept of Robinhood, the everyman being able to take part in the rich man's game. Yeah. And then they shut out the rich man, the everyman, so that the rich man could continue to not get to make money off the situation, or at least not get fucked. They sided with the wrong.
A lot of money on Robinhood. I mean, it's probably they spend like maybe $200 or something like that. But all of those things, it's like a Bernie Sanders campaign. They all just like kind of like it's a trickle, little bit, some money here, little bits of money there. But if you think about the household, that's trillions of dollars collectively.
Yeah.
And they're behind something like this. That's a force to be reckoned with, and I think that that's now going to change the conversation about how moving forward after this whole thing goes to bed and it's done and it's over with. So what happens with these other stocks that they're talking about?
It depends on if you see the same pattern, because the problem is at the end of the day, there's no way, and this is the best part about this situation is to my understanding of the way this works, there's no way to stop the average Joe from doing this unless they stop
coordinate it.
Well, wait, I'll answer that though. So today on I don't know, Brooke Baldwin, whatever, on CNN, but the old SEC chair was saying, if it was like there was a stock person that was on Reddit, kind of guiding this thing, then that would be illegal. But she was like, but I don't see any kind of illegalities about a bunch of people pooling their money.
It's a publicly traded company, and the public got involved.
Right. But then there's also, and I wanted to bring this up during our discussion before everyone signs off because of butt talk. But I'm just kidding.
We have actually maintained a fairly steady viewership considering our tangent.
No, it's great. I didn't know I was coming on Howard Stern. It's totally.
We need to stop worrying.
I warned you
about
we asked you
beforehand,
just so you knew what you were getting yourself.
Well, no, now I know, and I'm totally all in. I just won't tell any of my coworkers to chime in, and that's.
Chime in.
We can edit out the butt stuff. It's fine. No, we're not going to.
No, don't.
We're going to highlight it and cut out all the intelligent conversation we had.
We're totally not going to do that.
I totally don't even remember what I was talking about, and that's the sad part.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You were talking about the SEC saying that nobody was actually on the boards, and
The legalities are like, I mean, that's why everybody on Reddit is saying, "Oh, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an idiot." Blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
And post a stupid meme of like a monkey or an ape or something like that. Like I'm stupid. I take advice from a 5-year-old, blah, blah, blah. That's how they cover their ass. I don't necessarily think that a bunch of people pooling their money is a horrible thing. They actually encouraged us to become part of the market.
Isn't that what mutual?
Wait. Now, when you say, hold on, when you say that, actually, that makes me a little bit suspicious because then is there a world where someone who does have that kind of knowledge could have come in there and actually given them this advice to create this whole kind of thing?
Yes.
And the whole time been like, no, I we don't do this, we don't know, whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm on the right track. Yes. There has been a lot of speculation that we lost him.
No, I'm here.
Oh, he's there. He's just probably stroking his dick. Oh, there it is.
Okay. No, there has been some people that they're like, who were the I don't want to say that the moderators of, I don't know enough about the moderators of this
Wall Street Bets
to be able to say that. But there was, who's to say that somebody else didn't jump in and like kind of guide the conversation?
Like, oh yeah, you should do it like this because I work in this.
Right, exactly. And you don't know. There's also what I want to say is that I wouldn't get into GameStop stock right now necessarily. Like I talked to a coworker today and he was like, well, $2,000, whatever. And then he was like, how much is it? I was like, $315. He's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Some people got in at $8 or $36, whatever the lead was,
Yeah. It's like buying into Bitcoin, and once it was at $30,000.
Right. Yeah. It's not like Doge or Doge.
Doge.
Yeah, it's not like Doge. Yeah, where you can buy
Dogecoin. To the moon!
To the moon! Rockets! Gold!
Diamond hands, man!
Rockets! But did you see all the Twitter heat? Like, I mean, like people were really. You saw this is what I don't mean to cut you off, but I saw like this galvanizing of just, for lack of a better word, the have-nots coming on and be like, yeah, this is what we're gonna do, and it's like
same shit happened with
like poking fun. It's crazy how like something like that can so quick light up.
Isn't that really cool though? Because I mean, like I understand that it's dangerous, so let's not say that it's not. And then when and side note, I did read a lot of stuff about the fact that like if they were to crash these hedge funds, like they could potentially crash an entire market if they're not careful, and then that means that like that's people's retirement funds and like other things that are wrapped up in this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So like let's be a little careful and draw it back about like how we're going to revolutionize the trading world and then like try to push back at people, because the thing is that we need to be a little bit more well informed before we just start like pushing bad companies.
True.
Yes and no.
I mean, I love
there's merit to it.
No,
don't get me wrong.
No, and I agree. No, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I think what you're saying is sensible. I think what you're saying is I'm not right on the money for anybody who thinks that the powers that be will do their job and regulate the system in a way that favors the populace. But the problem is that we've seen the results of the other side of the coin so like when the top 1% or whatever the fuck you want to call him, not to sound like Bernie himself, although I love the man. But when you know, in 2008, we saw these giant banks and these, you know, these investors and stuff.
Bailed out.
No, yeah, and then first they made a shit. They made a shit ton of money. They took advantage of people by giving out disgustingly absurd loans, en masse. And they got bailed out for it, and no one other than Bernie Madoff, who really was because of a pyramid scheme situation, not the rest of it, was just made a scapegoat. Yeah, it wasn't a thing. So what I'm getting at is like, you have this situation now where it's kind of like the BLM movement, right? People are making everybody else uncomfortable enough where they're like, okay, all right, okay, maybe we need to actually do something here.
The best part about this is that there aren't any regulations right now. There aren't any regulations to regulate us.
It's the Wild West as far as the home.
Because you don't think that after this, these people lost billions, that they're not going to be like, and this is what I thought about the other day, because I have that stock. You know, and I was like, okay, today it didn't do anything, or it freaking whatever. Just
they're immediately trying to figure out a way to cover that. Yeah. Yeah,
but like on Monday or whatever, I'm just worried about people losing their asses, because the thing is that what if they're just like, well, we already lost billions, so we're gonna fuck all of you. You know, because it's within their power to do that. They already shut off trading. It's not like they're gonna let the little guy win, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I want to keep my money in the long haul, because I don't give a shit, and fuck them.
It kind of. I don't know. I feel like, and mind you, I don't have enough skin in the game to be personally concerned with my future, my financial future. So I can say this with not coming from a place of fear, and that's understandable. And it's really shitty. Yeah, and it's really shitty that there are people who are in this position that are genuinely concerned for their financial stability moving forward because of a bunch of fucking jerk offs on Reddit, you know, and Dogecoin. But
I think that's the other side of the coin.
It's like, you know, it's the same thing as when people are fucking, you know, in the streets, not to, I don't want to paint these two as the same thing. I'm just saying that I guess in this case, sometimes the ends justify the means, and where you really gotta break some shit to fix some shit. You know what I mean?
Can't make an omelet
without breaking a fucking couple of eggs. No, but
I think that the best news is that this whole entire thing has created. I think that it's alarmed them. It's rattled them, which I really enjoy as like anybody that's really just disliked. I mean, I don't know. I ate a bunch of acid and listened to Rage Against the Machine when I was 16. Like anybody would love any kind of.
We rallied around Robin Hood.
If you didn't listen to Rage Against the Machine, I don't give a fuck if it's now. First of all, you have shitty taste in music. Second of all, start with Rage Against the fucking Machine. What's wrong with you? Good for you.
Wait. I was gonna say.
I'm talking about other people.
Dude, we almost had to cancel the show.
I know. Did you see the people playing Rage Against the Machine at the Trump?
Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking terrible. That was embarrassing.
Tom Morello
at the Trump rally. Yeah.
Like, this was not what we intended.
It was, and I think it was like Some of Those Who Burn Crosses or something like that. That one of those songs was like
it was the anti-establishment one.
There's been multiple times where people have tried to co-opt Rage Against
the Machine. Hey, we appreciate you coming on, man. Have a good night.
But I guess
have a good night, brother.
It's about perception, though. Maybe that person that was listening to Rage Against the Machine that was a Trump supporter thought that she was fighting against the system.
Wrong system.
That's a fucking idiot right there.
People
are gonna stupid, yo.
And you saw people giving Tom Morello shit, even though he's like a political science major. They're like, yo, just shut up and like play music and stuff.
I did see that, and he's like, it was
like one of your qualifications.
Not that you have to have a master's degree in political science to answer this question, but since I do have a master's degree in political science and it was like from Harvard.
Yeah,
he's like, this is what I'll say.
Shit on him. Like Betsy DeVos being the education secretary. I guess I can talk to everybody about fucking cryptocurrency. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
Oh, it's like they just put what's her name?
Oh, that bitch.
In charge of education or some part of it.
No, not in charge of education. In charge of like
the same system, but she's something to do with the education system. I tweeted about it earlier.
She's in charge of
let her in there anywhere.
She
should not be allowed near other people.
For the Republican Party, she's in charge of their educational whatever arm on the Republican side, not like head of, you know what I mean, not part of the administration.
Or anything to do with children.
Yeah.
Do you see that video of her?
Yeah, I did see the video of her accosting the fucking kid from Parkland. Yeah.
You know what I just thought of? What if it was like that movie with Joaquin Phoenix, you know, where they don't see the wall, whatever, and it's like a bunch of
village.
The Village?
Yeah. Why can't we just all sit there? Why can't we put them there? And then
why was Joaquin Phoenix? That was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but was that
Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah, that was Joaquin.
It was horrible.
The Village was Joaquin.
You know what? I didn't mind that.
Wait. Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson was Signs, not The Village.
Oh my God, that was terrible too. I don't know.
Signs was fantastic. Fuck both of you.
Signs was not fantastic. Are you serious?
It was.
Stop what you're saying right now.
No, you stop what you're saying. Signs was a great movie.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
No. How dare you, sir?
No, I'm sorry.
Wait, hey, I wanted to ask you this really quick, Santino, because it's been on my fucking brain and my heart all week. If I was gonna sit down and I was so inclined to like watch fucking anime because I felt extra nerdy that day, right? Yeah. All I want to know, just give me a blanket. You don't have to fucking because of this. I don't need all that shit. Just what would you recommend is like, okay, this is your top tier. Assuming I've seen Akira, I've seen all the fucking whatever, the basics, the foundational stuff. What would you recommend now? Just curious.
All right, real quick. I have to preface this with this. I have to, because that's like saying like what movie? If I've never watched a movie before, what movie should I watch? And I'm like, well, what genre are you into? Because anime literally runs the gamut. But that being said, since you mentioned Akira, which means you have no problem with like some crazy, be it sci-fi, dystopian, gory, or badass, or political, or intelligent. One of the top right now that I'm in the middle of finishing the last season of is Attack on Titan.
Really? I have heard about it. Okay.
Attack on Titan is like it pulls at everything, but it's not. And on the flip side, I'm also like I love like the isekai stuff, which is like when people are just like Sword Art Online and shit, or
I don't know anything about
the slime.
Do you like Vampire Hunter D?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
not. I don't know what it is.
Trinity. I've seen all the vampire ones.
I just know that like I didn't really get way into it, but I knew about Akira obviously because I had a T-shirt.
It's a classic. I'm not big
and then I started watching it, but Vampire Hunter D was the shit.
Was bomb.
It was the shit.
Absolutely.
And I obviously love Eon Flux. Who doesn't love Eon Flux? But that doesn't really.
I mean, I liked Eon Flux, but then it got
cartoon.
The cartoon got so like all right.
Good.
It wasn't. I like okay until they condensed it a little bit later. There was a lot of the plot that I did not. I was like, I had no idea that's what was going on.
He's
but
like,
I was also
want to talk about Eon Flux.
No, like I said, when it comes to Japanese anime, which is all anime, but I was gonna say Japanese animation, which is
Chinese anime.
That is a thing.
That is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and there's a few pretty dope series out of China, but like when it comes to Japanese anime, it really like, dude, there is something for everyone.
Okay.
Every fucking thing you can think of, from comedy to horror to gore to
I want to see somebody
political to sci-fi.
I'm like a cross between.
What do you
like,
need?
If you took Akira and you mixed that with Dragon Ball Z, that one, whatever that one is, whatever that one is what I like.
Yep. I mean,
yep.
That's not all right. So the dark Attack's actually not too. So there's a lot. You have a lot of people trying to persevere, but you have the heavy darkness of Akira with Attack on Titan.
Okay.
But it's because it's otherworldly the way that Dragon Ball is, and it's dark as shit the way Akira is.
And the animation is good.
And the animation is fucking phenomenal on Attack on Titan.
I'll watch it, and I'm gonna report back to you. That's what I'm gonna
report back. It is one of the better series of the last few years. And then the first Tokyo Ghoul, the first season of that is fucking phenomenal as well.
Sorry.
They're jumping. I'm sorry. They're jumping. I'm like, what is Corpse Party. Is that
It's a horror one. I'm not a big horror guy. But I'm familiar with it. And then Wolf Train, Bleach is dope. But Bleach and Fairy Tail, which Bailey mentioned, those are like you have to commit because it's like Naruto and One Piece and Bleach and Fairy Tail. Like there's a billion episodes. Like it's not you can't watch like 36 episodes of the whole story.
Anything about this? Can I offer some other recommendations that are outside of the anime world?
Yes.
All
Don't
gas,
get me started because I'll be here all day.
all gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. On
That's
YouTube.
a thing?
Yeah, all gas, no brakes on YouTube. It was like a guy that
I always say that.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, I'm always like all gas. It's
you always say that. Or you're like, how do you say that? So I have a beanie on over my ear, and I'm like, what the fuck did he say?
What you say to me? Pump and dump. Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
No, it was a kid on, that works for Vice News now, but like he's been traveling around in his trailer, and he basically he has eaten so many mushrooms, right, in the past that he has a stain. Like his vision is stained
from mushrooms.
Like his brain is.
Does that happen from mushrooms?
You should.
I've never heard that.
You gotta eat a lot of mushrooms.
No, wait, he's sober now, but it's not. It doesn't matter. He went.
Yes, it does matter.
That feels more like acid.
His vision is permanently altered.
That feels more like acid. I don't know about.
I mean, I've definitely
because I've done a lot of mushrooms.
Love it.
Oh my god!
I've eaten so much acid, it's ridiculous. So I've never had anything like that. Sometimes I remember the taste or like see something, but I'm not a glass of orange juice.
I could see that happening from LSD or acid. I don't know about mushrooms.
Right, because it's more like in the pharmacy kind of thing, and it's like it's not a natural.
It's more of a pharmaceutical. Yeah, so there's a.
I'm just going by his own account.
It's called all. I want to see this now.
Yes, please do. Look up no gas or all gas, no brakes. He's on Vice News. He's a kid. He wears like this goofy suit, and he goes and talks to Trump supporters, people that are out there, whatever.
Yeah. Oh wait, I saw that. They did a story on him on Vice. Vice did a story on him, right? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that guy. He's just like, I'm just trying to show the other side of it, right?
Real quick to Jen in the comments here, sports anime are my guilty pleasure. I'm pathetic. You are not, because Kuroko's basketball and Haikyuu are both fucking fantastic. So I'm with you. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. I'll go on all day about this shit, but I absolutely love those shows. And if you're really into some crazy shit, but it is unbelievably good, is Food War. Should not be as good as it is, but it is. Food War. It's about like anime, and they over sexualize food in the most epic way possible. It's amazing, and that coaster is brilliant.
Sorry, I lost it.
Black Butler, classic. Good shit, Bailey. Sorry, I could do literally do
fucking anime. I don't know what Black Butler is, but yes, okay. So
another good one.
I got a list though. And I feel like the way that anime goes, it's gonna take me for fucking ever.
And if you want some funny shit, dude, Konosuba. Which I'll send it to you. I'll send you a text, but that shit is fucking hilarious.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like classics, there's like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun.
Yeah, and I've heard of Cowboy
Bebop had on this show before. Bebop is the jam.
Can we not do this?
Is the jam.
Now I'm like, can we please not talk about animals?
Wait, what's wrong with animals? Wait, what?
Say everyone in the comments. We got to do an episode on this shit one day. I just, if anyone has a connection, this will be the last thing I say about it. If anyone has a connection, bucket list shit for me. I have two things on my bucket list. One, have a song in an anime, preferably as the intro, and two, voiceover. What?
Ooh.
He's never seen Scarface the movie.
I haven't.
Who's never seen Scarface the movie?
Me. I've never seen Scarface.
You've never seen Scarface the movie?
Nope.
Are you fucking serious?
Dead serious. Never saw it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing. I was like, when did it come out? I was like,
who cares? No, what the fuck?
I didn't go out of my way to watch it.
I wasn't alive either when it came out.
I've also never seen The Goonies.
Dude,
I never watched, and I had never seen.
Here's what I'll say.
What's the vampire one everyone said I looked like? The fucking dude. What's the Lost Boys? I never saw that till a year ago.
I'll give you this. I just realized yesterday, and I was gonna text you about it, but I didn't because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save it for the show. Actually, I just realized I checked my brain space because you know how you like think you saw something because you've seen it's been talked about so many times. You've seen so many clips from it. referenced so many times that you just kind of think you've seen it. I'm pretty sure. I'm about 95% sure I've never seen The Shining.
I've never seen The Shining either.
And I didn't realize I'd never seen
Not only that, but the first script I ever wrote was actually apparently eerily similar to The Shining, which is weird because I don't even like horror. And people kept telling me, dude, have you this is from The Shining, and I'm like, I've never even fucking seen it.
But you better believe I'm gonna go watch the fucking Shining. When you find out that like you've never seen Scarface, bro, watch Scarface, bro.
But wait, have you seen
Bro, for the drug use alone, watch Scarface. It's amazing.
The few times people have told me to watch a classic and I watched it, I didn't like it.
You are out of your fucking mind. Watch Scarface. Take my word for it.
Right. I'll get around to it.
Wow.
I'm too busy watching anime, dude.
I still want to watch it. Here's what I'll say, and I'll leave it alone. If I'm gonna fucking watch anime, you gotta watch Scarface.
You asked me, motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck. This is how this friendship's gonna fucking work.
Sentiments exactly. Like if we're gonna be like bombarded.
All right, Erin. Then I'm gonna have to assign you an anime to watch.
Great, I will take that on. What you watch? So you watch Scarface. It's 3 hours.
I will watch Scarface if both of you watch an anime I choose for you.
That's fine.
Done.
I haven't seen
the good word Japanese anime.
I'll take on 2 animes if you can get them in there at the 3-hour mark.
Jen, that's exactly what I said.
3-hour mark.
They're longer.
Well, you got 24 episodes, 20-30 minutes each.
And how you've not seen the how you've not seen the Goonies is beyond me. Holy shit!
Never saw it.
You would fucking love it.
On Clockwork Orange because that's another Kubrick film.
Never saw it.
I've seen Clockwork like 500 times.
I also didn't see Blade Runner.
Dude, you should watch the Clockwork Orange because if
it wasn't that good.
But no, but Jetson's a British. She's great.
She's British. There's British people in the movie. I love that.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, she loved it. I never saw Space Odyssey.
And their milky toast, and it's fucking fantastic.
You should watch Clockwork Orange because
I also never saw Space Odyssey.
Brilliant fucking movie.
Space Odyssey. Where have you?
Space Odyssey. I've seen. It's hella boring, but it's well done.
I watched a part of it. And I was bored.
It's hella boring. That's why it's.
Did you watch Moon with Sam Rockwell?
Doom was trash. Doom's trash. Moon's amazing. Yeah.
With Sam Rockwell.
I've never even heard of it. I love Sam Rockwell.
Is an underrated genius.
Sam Rockwell is an underrated actor for
sure. Remember freaking with Tom Hanks and the big black dude and he was in prison. What is it? In
Green Mile.
Green Mile. Sam Rockwell in that was the worst dude.
I saw half of the Green Mile.
He was the worst.
He was the cellmate next door, and he had the rotted teeth, and he was the worst.
He held his hand and he made him good because of the spirit. He took the shittiness out of him. That's what we all should be doing.
He took the shitty bugs out of him, and that's what we should.
Don't hold your fucking breath there.
Yeah,
that would have been actually a nice little trail off spot, actually, right there. That could have been a really. Yeah, that's how we should all do is take the shittiness out of one another. Erin.
I'd love to, man. We're trying.
Oh, you know what? I think that's what this stock was trying to do.
No shit. Trying. Bringing it back.
Yeah. I think that there were a lot of people that were really excited to do something terrible to people that had everything. You know,
and people who had been doing terrible things to everybody else.
Using their cash now in their casinos, so why can't we? I get the argument.
I agree with
you. Is that these people are uneducated. They're not researching a lot. They're going on threads, and they're just going like, oh, we should buy this, and this, and this. So what's this?
Right.
Now, after this,
I'm trying to get rich quick. Cool.
That's what I was going to say. Let's not pretend that there's like altruism here or some type of vendetta against the rich. Everybody wants to be part of the rich.
But hear me now.
Included.
This situation is in of itself. Like this one's already taken off. This is all the people that are going to be involved in it. But after this, there's going to be a heightened awareness on their end. And also like, I think that we need to better educate people moving forward, not to just like jump on a Reddit thread and just like start to throw their money at something, whatever. Like maybe
you say that, but
from your lips,
you say that, but two things. One, not going to happen. I agree with you, and there's a lot of things people should be educated about. And if I'm going to get in a fucking list of priorities that people should fucking know, shit ain't how to invest their money. It's the difference between socialism and communism would be up on the list.
My uncle used to say, "Want one head, shit in the other, and see which one fills up faster."
People don't want to educate themselves, but if you entice them with the possibility of getting rich, they get interested. That's really why it's turned into what it's turned into.
It becomes dangerous because then when I was on the Reddit thread, and then I did want to talk about this. It's not that any of these stocks aren't great opportunities, but like, what are you buying in on? Is it just cash? Is it something that you're actually going to lose? Like, and again, I have no idea, but just as like a decent human being, like you don't want anybody to like say, oh, saw this stuff on Reddit, like I'm going to go and fucking dump 10 grand into it because it sounds like a hot deal. Like there are
potato in my butt said so.
There are ill-informed people, and again, you take on the risk. It's you, whatever, because that's it. But when these people don't end up getting what they want, then I do see that there's going to be a problem.
I mean, isn't it kind of like fire hot, right? Like you do it, you find out, you get burned, you don't do it again. You keep doing it, you deserve to get burned.
I thought we were just talking about how people don't.
They don't. What I'm saying, and this is what I was getting at, is just generally speaking, I don't know. I'm not. For a long time I was very empathetic, and I felt bad for people who just didn't know better or they were in this situation. And then I don't know. I've become a bit more cynical over the last 4 years.
Problem.
I still don't want to see people lose money. So the information that
I don't give a fuck about their money. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of See, look, I'm kind of with you. It depends on. It depends. I'd rather look if you do something without the right amount of information and you suffer the consequences of fucking up. Like, all right, that sucks. If like your intentions were good, and most people's aren't. Blah blah blah. This and that. But like at the same time, a lot of people who go into things uninformed do that in other aspects of their life.
I mean, if you were to get on an ATV with a broken ankle, I understand it. Like,
I'm talking decisions that they make that affect other people.
Oh,
I find that it's the same fucking. These are archetypes, right? These are personality archetypes. This person who jumps into something with half an information, the person who goes on fucking Reddit and decides to make life-altering decisions based on that information is probably the same person who made those decisions during the election.
Right. So during the election,
I'm just saying.
Speaking about just like how people are speaking about just how I know because I can talk about the fucking election crazy.
Jeez.
I know. I'm trying not to
forever, but the thing is that when it comes to people's money, when they have so little. I think I'm just like a little bit, I'm all in. Like, it's cool with me, but like
you research and learn and
there's a lot of people that aren't. They're just like, and so, but instead of just like speaking to that, why don't we talk about how we can better that so that people are more well informed and they can do better.
You're right. You are right. Yeah. I'm just being.
They can have the knowledge that they need, not from a Reddit thread, but maybe like something that's a little bit more legitimate, like so they can.
That, but also not my job.
Well, not your job, no. And also it's totally.
I'm not saying. Look, here's where I fall on it. Right, like when I saw it, I could have had the same knee-jerk reaction. Oh shit, let me get into this. But I had the wherewithal to say, okay, wait a minute. If that's what I'm hearing about, it's because something else is happening as well. So rather than jump into something that I don't fucking fully understand and that I'm not really sure would actually benefit me, why don't I not do that and worry about my own situation?
Well, there was a lot of people that said that Robinhood did them a favor by halting trades.
Well, they're fucking stupid because no.
Well, no, I mean, but somebody was like, they did them a favor by.
But it depends.
Everyone would have put their money in at 360 or whatever the fuck it was, You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like, well, you could if you applied that logic to like Bitcoin or something. Hold on. People would think they know better.
Wait. Exactly. You can't give somebody. So that's the whole nature of the game, right? You can't give someone else the power to decide how you can and can't make money, unless everyone agrees on it. You can't okay, you guys were getting over, so fuck that. You can't do that anymore. That, like, every time you do that, that's going to create more of a problem. Let's all, if you want to all come to the table and we figure out what we can and can't do, then fine, fuck it. We'll vote on it.
When they shut down trading, you don't think that there's a floodgate of another? Now everyone's on board. So
what I also think is going to happen is somebody's going to pick up the fucking slack and they're going to be like, "Hey, come over here. We wouldn't do that."
Here's the thing, Aaron, hang on. Here's the thing, though. Like, so on the and I understand what you're saying. And the floodgates open there, and you have this situation where you have the masses with small amounts doing this thing, but it really is no different than the flip side of a small amount of people with a massive amount of funds. Literally doing the exact same fucking thing. The difference here is the proportion of people to finances being reversed. Otherwise, same fucking game.
Meanwhile, there's
but those other people get bailed out, and the little man doesn't.
Exactly, and right now the little man's winning. The little man got fucked in 2008, and I still got bailed out.
I hate to do this for perspective, but meanwhile, there's tens of thousands of people that are drowning and dying to death in the fucking Mediterranean. So let's really keep the whole discussion kind of, I mean, am I worried about a few hedge funds that I don't give a fuck? Fuck y'all. Am I worried that they made money and they did fuck? I don't care. Am I worried about somebody getting fucked over? No, not really. At the end of the day, we're talking about things that there are a lot of people on.
I'm worried about people.
They can't even be part of that conversation.
I beg to differ. I'm worried about a couple people losing I'm worried about people losing a couple $1,000 because they don't know what the hell they're into.
Here,
you know,
that's what
I'm trying to say.
Aaron, let's end it on this, because I think I agree with both of you and with my earlier point. So let's put it like this, right? And I'm gonna bring back.
I was right earlier when I said what I said.
No. I said something earlier out of aggression, and I didn't.
Upset you?
No.
Oh.
Well, this ain't that kind of show.
Yes, you. No, you were talking about.
You know what? Get the fuck out of here.
Earlier. We're good. We're family now, eh? We're good.
Yeah.
No. Here's what I'm saying, right? So let's wrap this episode up with this, right? I as a supporter. What's that?
We haven't learned too much. I wanted everyone to learn.
And this is what that actually feeds.
They learned. If they learned nothing else, they learned spit. So go ahead. Sorry.
Spit. No. Let's wrap. Here's the bow. Here's the button. Right. All right. I think that people. I think that the educated and those in the know should make it their business to spread that knowledge and information with as many people as possible and make the information as accessible as possible to everybody.
Which would have been
I think that, and this feeds into where my politics come from too. I think everyone should have equal access to the things that they need to best inform their decisions, to best guide themselves towards a prosperous existence on this ball of dirt flying through nothingness. That being said, to bring back you're very welcome.
You
sir.
Wrote this down.
That being said, to quote Dane on this show many fucking times, because at the end of the day, you can give everyone everything that you want, but play stupid games. Win stupid prizes.
Big
so
fact.
if you are, so I do think, yes, right now this is all new and this is all fresh, and I think that it's a wonderful
fuck you, Nathan.
wonderful plan.
Sorry, I didn't mean
that everyone gets educated, and there's a source for this education, and that people should know, which by the fucking way should be the 12 fucking years you spend in publicly funded schools to balance your checkbook and learn how to pay your taxes and how to invest.
Learn what national debt is,
how does insurance work, and literally how to be a goddamn adult. Because once you leave school, I know Franz Ferdinand was shot and that triggered World War II, but I don't know how to fucking pay my taxes.
What?
That's a problem. That being said, I do think
making
that should be
happen with what you said, and then him saying the national debt. Like,
what?
Can we just get back maybe next week and talk about this? It's something that's way beyond cryptocurrency, and we didn't even talk about cryptocurrency.
Erin, just so you know, you will absolutely be back on the show.
Yes, you will.
And I want to thank you very much for coming on short notice. I know all this stuff evolved, and you and I were just personally talking about
it. Out of nowhere.
You've been a fantastic guest. Everybody who is part of this that chimed in to see you,
Seriously.
or part of the chat, or just came to see me and Dane ask you what you do in the the dirty and the naughty nighttime. That was all great.
I'm a copywriter that does dirty stuff in the nighttime. So
hey, well, we love you guys.
We gotta address that next time you're on too. FYI.
We'll do it. We'll get it done. Yeah. What's up, baby? I love you. Let's everyone says hi.
Hi, Kurt.
I love you.
What? I said what?
Come say bye. Come sign off with me.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Failure Made Monsters, ladies and gentlemen. Do me a favor right now. Go find Santino the Misfit and Dane the Great GR8 on Twitch and subscribe, or go to the Mainstream Misfits YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We do this.
Drop your OnlyFans links. Send me your OnlyFans
Fridays,
links.
6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's how time zones work. Thank you guys so much. Big shout to our guest, Erin Warner. Obviously to my wonderful cohort, Dane the motherfucking Great. We love you guys. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for being a part of this. If you want to listen to past episodes, they're all available on YouTube, or you can go and listen to the podcast audio-only version on all major podcast networks, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go to failureMadeMonsters.com for all the links.
Look at you go. Breathe.
Wow. Have a good night, guys.
Peace. That's all I say. Wait, where'd he go? Did he dip out all the way? Because I don't see him at all. Oh, wait. He